guys, Group Line Wave. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Aaron.
Guys, it is time for Star Wars Rebels.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, we've had some good episodes of Rebels. I'm not, they're not the best episodes I've ever seen, but they've been fun. Especially the B-Wing one. I really like that. But I feel like we need to get a little tiny bit of like a story progression as opposed to like
The main story.
character development. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I know the characters pretty well at this point now.
Yeah. No, I agree. I told you this last week, Eric,
Mm-hmm.
that I want to see more of the big picture.
Yeah.
I'm kind of tired personally of the smaller personal stories, as fun as they are.
I think it's just like almost all the other shows we do. It's like that weekly-itis. Like when you watch it week by week, sometimes you can get frustrated. You're not seeing what you want. But man, it's tenacious fly.
Yeah, that flies.
A lot with Star Wars Rebels, as of now, I'd be happy with just a group episode, I
Yeah.
suppose.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's very Firefly-esque with the idea of, like, it's a ship. Part of the idea is just make sure it stays afloat, make sure it does what they need to do, even though there's still the Rebel stuff, you know.
All right. Anyway, that's a long way of saying that we're interested to see what happens this time
Yes.
with Star Wars Rebels. So Shane, hit the button.
Something's about to happen.
Commander, we lost hyperdrive control. Emergency positions.
What's happening? Are we under attack?
Was Hyperdrive in Hyperdrive?
Yeah, you can get pulled out of hyperdrive by a interceptor or indicator or something like that. Ah!
The Empire.
Ooh.
That's what I'm talking
Ooh,
about.
it didn't even do the
Ooh. Ooh. See, I'm in.
You and Rex will go to that system, find that ship, and I bet you find Ezra and the others.
Not Rex. I'll take Zed or Sabine.
Rex's military experience will be invaluable, and he can also impersonate a stormtrooper.
Right.
Oh.
That's because he is a stormtrooper.
No, he was a clone trooper.
Same thing.
Better.
Kanan, I said
Yeah.
Ezra.
Still not over there. Look at that ship.
I like that Hera's in charge and not Kanan, you know what I mean?
Out here searching for your missing
It's so 70s there.
They're all Aryan.
We are members
You notice
of the
that?
Corporate Alliance. Named Jabba. Ezra Bridger. I imagine Agent Canis will be
Oh,
quite
jeez.
pleased to hear you have joined us.
I could pick a better name.
Should have used Lando again.
Yeah.
I would never be on their side or wear that junk armor. Here are your disguises. Perfect.
Oh, damn, I thought someone was in there.
It's just nothing like clone armor.
Looks a little tight on you, old man.
At least I know how to wear it.
How is it the Empire lets us keep stealing these things?
I thought it was the same one we used before.
That's a funny little quip.
I don't know why she does that.
I believe it's called artistic expression.
I want that on a t-shirt.
Well, once we board
Chopper's
this,
been painted too.
Chopper will plug in, find out where
that's
they have
cool.
our people, and we get them out of there.
Looks cooler.
Door not cleared. This is a 675 test zone and off limits to you, S257.
Well, if we don't get some help soon, we're gonna have a 3376 on our hands. I don't think you're gonna want to have a 3376 on your starboard side now, would you, sir?
Shuttle S257 requesting your emergency access code.
So him and
It's
Cody.
an older code, but it checks out.
Him and Cody created the codes.
Just follow my lead, and you'll be okay.
No, you follow my lead.
Kanan.
We need to get to maintenance.
You need to get to maintenance.
We can go on our way.
You can go on your way.
So they trick both of them at the same time when they do that?
That's why he did two fingers.
Maybe I'll practice on
Three
you
for three
sometime.
people.
Chopper.
Your armor appears to be a little tight, Trooper.
Showing your face.
What was that? Possible hyper sickness. I'm taking 565 here on 257.
The commissary. That's the last place I'd take it.
Oh my gosh.
Just so you know, when I escape, I won't hurt any of you.
Yeah, that's great, kid. I feel real safe.
You shouldn't.
Ah! That's smart. Oh.
I started decapitating them.
He said he wouldn't
He said
hurt
he
him.
wouldn't hurt him.
I know, but I would anyways.
You see, you're fine.
Lock yourself up.
Ugh. Didn't say I'd not hurt you guys.
I think he has a stun gun.
Oh, that was them.
I like the interactive
Oh
glowing.
my gosh.
Oh no.
Just
Chopper. Fucking narc.
I can't believe you shot us. I mean, you. I said it to stop.
Yeah, well, you should have used kill.
What?
Well, just in case it wasn't us. I mean,
This armor doesn't protect you from anything.
I told you.
Now's not the time.
He's laughing.
Don't you dare! Don't you do it! Not yet!
Not yet.
These guys are dead.
Yeah, Chopper just murdered this man.
You better sabotage.
Do shoot like a stormtrooper. Guess I don't have too much to worry about. This helmet.
I can't see. Just like old times.
Settle down, Captain.
Whoa, that was awesome.
Get out of here. He needs you. I can slow them down. Let's go.
No.
What?
Trying to impress me.
I'm not trying to impress you. I'll see you back to the ship.
Rex. Rex.
No.
Rex.
Fuck.
That's a god son of a bitch.
Come on, Kanan, save him.
Don't leave him.
You sabotaged the reactor. Let's get out of here.
That's Sato and his crew to the blockade runner.
Where are you going?
I gotta get my friend.
Oh,
Good job.
man, this episode looks good.
It does look really
Like
good.
the atmosphere.
I love that weapon.
I don't like the look of the bolts, but I like the idea.
Because they're stunned. They're weird.
Yeah.
Jeez, he just headbutted the guy with his helmet on.
Nice to know you care.
Don't ruin this.
Oh, he's helping
Oh,
out.
I love this. Oh, they're getting pulled back.
What do you mean, wait for it? Wait for what?
Wait for it. Uh-oh. Wait for it. Too late. Whoa. That's cool looking.
Oh. I better shut down soon.
Commander, we're free.
There, good.
Go.
How do you time that like that?
Whoa.
That's sweet looking.
Whoa. Look at that.
That's the best effect I've seen on this show.
Oh, now you're the big hero? It was a team effort.
Oh, screw you.
You know, when you two are fighting each other, you fight really well together. Jedi and clones. Now I get it.
Kid, you know, crazy idea. Hey, Rex.
I liked it.
Yeah.
That was good.
I thought it was great.
That was some good stuff.
That was one of the best episodes this season besides the premiere, which is actually a movie.
Season with
The
Law.
season
Yeah.
fall, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
I
definitely
thought
think so.
the animation was incredible.
The
I
atmos-
thought
the
the action
atmospheric
was
stuff was
great.
great.
The story was good.
The
It's kind of,
relationship between Kanan and Rex.
I mean,
was-
that's a relationship I'm interested in. And
Yeah.
Those are characters I like being developed.
it kind of pulled at me a little bit. Yeah, I liked it.
You didn't get any Sabine or Zeb really, but
No.
Good.
it was nice to see. Good.
I'm just
I love those.
They were in the
characters,
beginning.
but it was nice to see the relationship mature more with Kanan and Rex
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah, this is the stuff I've been wanting to see. It wasn't. It actually, it didn't even develop like the big picture, but it's still great.
Not really. I mean, you could say that like Rex coming into the fold is kind of big picture stuff
Yeah, and you
because
get
he's
this-
not like a true member of the team until Kanan accepts him too. You know.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
and
I-
also now you're gonna have, if they didn't know about him, the Empire's gonna know more about Rex being with the Rebels.
Yes, that's true. I think Rex feels at home working with the Jedi, so he's probably that little salute there probably really did it for him. Like he's being accepted by another Jedi. This is cool. You know.
The only thing I wrote down, I just like the jab at this armor doesn't protect you from anything, or whatever it was he said. Like,
yeah, that was
Yeah.
funny when Rex threw his helmet at the stormtrooper.
That was really funny.
That was funny.
I enjoyed when Kanan was using the Force to bring those guys out.
that was
shoot 'em.
awesome.
Even
we
though-
gotta steal that.
That was really cool, but it did seem like Kanan was very He was a tad bit bloodthirsty in this, wasn't he? Like, he kept killing people. Like, shooting
Good.
them, and like, Rex was like, well, what should we do? Right here, we should probably... He's like, no, let's do this. He starts killing people. Doesn't want to think of a Jedi thing, really, to do, but he's not exactly the most conventional Jedi.
No,
Yeah.
he's not. I really like seeing Ezra jump and flip around, flip about with the lightsaber.
Yeah, I mean,
like, he's
we-
developed his skill a lot.
They had, when we were introduced to him, he was jumping up and down, like, buildings and stuff, so... You know, it's like with Anakin, we met him. He had developed his force powers through pod racing. I think Ezra is more of like that Aladdin-like street rat.
Street rat,
you know?
yeah.
I can imagine like Altair as
So it would make sense that he would have that Ataru Form 5 if they do that kind of
Ataru.
stuff. Chopper was a snitch in this. I love that part where he's like, no, there was a bunch of guys and you fought them off bravely, and Chopper just shows him exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You shot us.
Like, snitches get stitches.
I like Rex's response to that, where he's like, "You should have had it on kill."
You should have killed
Like,
us.
what? It's like, well, you know, it might not have been us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do a good job giving Imperials 70s hair. I mean, that guy, that blonde guy that we met, I don't know what his name was or anything, but he looked like he came from the 70s.
With the hair and then the
Yeah.
long like sideburns
And stuff. You think that average Imperial people would be more freaked out seeing a lightsaber? I mean, they haven't seen them in...
I didn't think it'd be that loud.
They haven't seen lightsabers in, like, 15 years now,
Mhm.
you know? You figure they'd be like, it's a Jedi, you know? But
They
they're
might
just like,
not-
shoot more.
I mean, you gotta think about this. Like, they might not have ever seen him.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
one
I mean-
of the stories is that Palpatine kind of, like, erased the records.
Yeah, and it's
That's
just
why, like, Han Solo is like, and I never seen anything like the Force, makes me believe that stuff's happening, and
Would Jedi be common knowledge then, or did he delete?
I don't think there'd be so much common, because I mean, there's only 10,000 Jedi in an entire galaxy when,
Yeah.
when they were at their strength, you know?
Yeah.
The average person would go their entire life never even seeing one.
Yeah, how often do they draw their saber and like out
That's not
inside
in
the
war.
temple?
Probably
The
never.
war brought them out and brought them to the public's
Yeah.
mind, to the HoloNet.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So like, as the Empire, then when they pull out their saber, are they gonna know it's a Jedi? Or are they just gonna be like, he has a lightsaber?
I would imagine that, like, and the idea of a laser sword, Anakin in Episode 1 saying, like, only Jedi carry those kind of
yeah,
weapons,
and
you
he's
know?
way out there in Tatooine.
I would imagine it's like...
it's like a comic book thing.
So it is common knowledge then.
Yeah, well, I think it's like a it's like,
Because no one could kill a Jedi. It's like a legend, like you're
Yeah.
saying.
kind of, it's like a legend.
I wish I were so.
Yeah. Whenever the Empire captures somebody, the first thing I would do is disable their ship from taking off. Because inevitably, these guys just get out of their cells, get back in their ships, and leave.
Like siphon their gas.
Yeah. In Episode 4,
Uh-huh.
whenever Princess Leia is captured, where was she at? Was she on the Death Star?
When they put her in the detention center.
Yeah, they were on the
Yeah,
Death Star.
yeah.
So, like, what this was right here is the exact same, like, there's a prisoner, we have to go in, we're Stormtrooper armor, get them out, get back to our original ship, and leave. That's what the Falcon did, the same thing, you know?
Yeah. The Falcon got sucked in by a tractor beam, and then
Yeah.
they just left the ship there. Then
The only difference in these two stories is it's not a tractor beam, it's a gravity well thing. Because the gravity well and the tractor beams still did the same thing, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
One just pulled on.
I thought it was kind of interesting. It was almost exactly the same structure, but you have characters like Rex and who I guess you could kind of fill in for Ben, and then Luke would kind of fill in for Kanan or Ezra or something. I don't know. I thought that was an interesting little mirroring of Episode 4.
Mm-hmm. I kind of like the too tight for your armor kind of nod that they did there.
Yeah.
Like it was almost like instead of like too short for your armor, which he was like either Kanan was taller or Rex is shorter. I'm not sure which one it is as far as like
I'm sure he's
The typical-
about the same height as Stormtrooper should be, because they're
which one
clowns.
Rex. So
Yeah.
Kanan's just taller. Than
Kanan's a
Rex.
little taller.
But the whole uniform's a little tight there.
Yeah.
I just kind of like that. Well, I'm
There's
gonna take
a,
him to the 736 commissary. Is the last place I take him.
That was funny. There's a really funny fan film called The Injured Stormtrooper by Brian Finfitter. Yeah, where it's this trooper that gets shot, you know.
He doesn't die.
He doesn't die, and everybody freaks out because, oh, we're stormtroopers. Isn't this armor like designed to kill you if you got shot? Like, what? What are you talking about?
No,
It's
I'm,
armor.
I'm just injured. Injured? What's that? Like that kind of thing, right?
Yeah. Like, why can't we hit him? Like, I don't know. These aren't sighted very well. But it is true. Like, in this show, like, you get shot once and the stormtrooper goes down. What's the point of wearing armor if that happens?
I don't know. I don't get it. Maybe it's more of a.
I think it'd be blast proof. That'd be the first thing.
Yeah.
It might be more of a just an intimidation thing. All these guys in a solid uniform with these helmets and stuff.
You could say that, or it's a form of like dehumanizing them so that they're more likely to follow orders and stuff like that. I don't know. It has to
Well, I
give them
know,
some
like
kind
I
of
know their
protection.
suits like like because they're pressurized as well.
True.
I
Yeah.
looked that up. Even though it's weird how Han takes it off so easily, like it's just not connected.
I don't know.
Well, they all kind of do that. It just kind of.
I'm sure there's
I-
some kind
well,
of
I know-
seal that seals it up.
Yeah, like there's temperature regulation and all. There's other stuff in it that's good. So
I've seen things where it's like a kind of like a Boba Fett kind of helmet, and that thing kind of just fits over their head.
Yeah,
But
because when
it's-
they look up, you can see this.
Yeah, but it's still supposed to seal up for like X amount of time for a lot of that stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things. Like sometimes the production of the suit doesn't necessarily follow what your story needs. Like if your story needs them to be out in space, then all of a sudden you'll see a little spot in there. You know.
Yeah.
But when it doesn't, they just take the helmet off. You don't know where it's sealed or where it's not.
yeah,
Speaking of helmets, though, I did like Rex's when Kanan's like kind of pushing on him about like, well, you can shoot as well as a stormtrooper. He's like,
Yeah.
it's his helmet. That's why.
Yeah.
And he throws it. I kind of like it's like the reason I can't shoot is because these helmets suck.
Yeah. And then my favorite part of the whole entire episode was Ezra just shooting them, not knowing who they were, and trying to be them. That was just,
I do love that.
that
Yeah,
was
this episode
genius.
had pretty much everything.
Well, it's funny because that happened, and Eric's like, "Oh, he didn't tell them he wasn't gonna hurt him."
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh shit, it's him."
Yeah. That was really good. I like that. All right, guys. Obviously, we like the episode, but we want to hear about how you felt about the episode. So make sure you're putting down in the comments below how you felt, what you liked about it. Do you have any theories about what's going to be coming next? If we get any good ones, maybe we'll talk about it before the next reaction. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say.
Nope, I've said everything I wanted to say.
Make sure you guys are going to blindwave.net. There you can find all of the reactions coming out of Blind Wave in nice ordered pages. You can also find some of our other videography stuff. If you like lightsaber fights, like we saw some lightsaber stuff here, you can find some lightsaber fights.
Yeah.
You can find a store, you can find forums, and you can find our support page that has our Patreon campaign on it. And if you want to directly link to that, it's patreon.com/blindwave. All right, guys, that's going to be everything for this week. We'll see you next time. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Aaron.
Shane?